Hello, I'm going to do my first voiceover, so bear with me here. We get right into it. I've already poured about 10 ounces of resin, and I had already picked out my colors. They were in each silicone cup, and I am now mixing them. I have been using Pro Marine resin, and most of my supplies I get from Amazon. This first color is called Berry. It's a resin dye. I did get it from Amazon, but I'll have to look up the brand. This is called Glacier Blue. It's from Arteza, an acrylic paint. This is called Dark Green. It's a resin dye by Small Meaning, also from Amazon, but I am not a fan of this dye so far. Don't know if it's just that color or what. This is Gilded Brass Gold Pigment Powder by Earthmade Beauty. He is an artist in San Francisco, California, and this gold is so gorgeous. So you can see I first started with that green color, and it is not dark by any means. So I had to just keep going, but to see how it went, but we'll see where we end up. The berry is exactly the color I was looking for, and the blue is exactly the color I was looking for. So that made me happy. I am now using a silicone kind of mini spatula to maneuver the resin around and on the edges. You have about a 30-minute working time with resin, and then it starts to get tacky. So you don't have a lot of time to mess with it. So I keep doing that, making sure the edges are fully covered all around. So sorry, I get my back in there a couple of times. Now I am gonna grab my heat gun in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and pop bubbles. I actually did not have very many bubbles this time, which I was excited. I took a tip from someone on YouTube to not stir very fast, just stir slowly, and it worked great. I was also trying to use the heat gun to maneuver the colors around, but it wasn't moving much. And then I added a little bit pink in that corner because I felt like it was a little too muddy. And here in the green, there were a couple little specks where it was like it didn't blend into the resin. So I am scooping them out. Now I am adding that gold. I know here it looks dark, like if it's a brown, but believe me, once it dries, that gold just lifts to the top and it is so shiny and beautiful. I'm taking that heat gun again to pop any bubbles and also maneuver it a little bit. And I am just adding some details to the edges, making sure those gold went over. Touching it up with that heat gun one more time. Anytime you touch it, it creates bubbles. Okay, I had already tilted it once and it moved around quite a bit. I didn't slow the video down for that part, not intentionally. Here, I'm trying to maneuver it a little bit more, but you can tell it's barely moving. I'm happy with the movement of this piece. I'm not happy with that green. So I am probably going to come back tomorrow and do another layer with a different green and see how it ends up. I really, really hope that it turns out great, because this is a piece for a fire. But the great thing about resin is that you can layer it to make it great.